Hi there, it's Judith and Desjardins in my anti-cancer test kitchen in Santa Monica. I'm trying a new spin on a recipe that I used to make for my broody boy when he was an older dog and couldn't chew hard things. I started making him some turkey meatballs that had apple in them, and well, actually they had carrots in them as well. And I'm going to make a version of that meatball in this cast iron skillet, which I'm going to eventually turn into a trial soup. I wanted to see how this size meatball would cook up for him. For me, I've added Parmesan cheese and Worcestershire sauce and a bit of salt. I want to get a really good sear on these meatballs because when I'm done with them, I'm going to store them as meatballs, and then on Friday I'm going to make a soup that will incorporate these meatballs with some type of either lentils or black bean, refried beans, and celery, onions, and carrots to make a nice broth for a winter soup. So I'm trying these today. I like to cook during the daytime when I have spare time because it's more fun than cooking in the dark late at night when you're tired. So I know this is probably going to make a mess with oil. I'm browning these in olive oil, and I can hear and see it splattering right now. But I want to get a good sear on these, and I'm willing to do the cleanup afterwards. I find that I've been eating so much of the same kind of bland food for the last 2 years that I had really started losing my appetite. Because it was so bland and so repetitive. So I'm really stretching myself to come up with new cooking ideas that will be gentle on my post-pancreatic cancer surgery body that is pretty sensitive to what it wants or what it doesn't like and finds hard to digest. So I'm, as I say, stretching myself to come up with things that will be easy on my digestive tract, but new and stimulating in terms of different tastes, and turning this into a winter soup eventually, I think will be a really nice twist. So I will continue letting them brown, and I will, once I take them out, I will use the same skillet with the brown turkey cooked paste to cook my vegetables for the soup, and I'll have those 2 parts ready for what I want to try in terms of a new kind of soup for the weekend. So let's see how these are browning up. You can cook at a higher temperature with a cast iron skillet, and that's one of the things I'm looking for, is to get these nice and brown and crispy without damaging one of my stainless steel or ceramic covered skillets. I have been using my big, old, like 50-year-old cast iron skillet to do cooking the turkey breast that I cooked for Hopi as part of his weekly nutrition. I've always liked cast iron, and now they're making all different kinds of shapes. So, also because of my new Forno oven, professional grade, it cooks at a very high temperature and would have a tendency to ruin some of my skillets. So this seems like a good alternative. I am getting the nice dark brown that I want. I know that for a lot of pancreatic cancer patients who have had the Whipple procedure, or like I did, the Distal Pancreatomy, that your digestive system is never quite the same as it was prior to surgery. And that we have to be very careful about eating foods that are tasty but easy to digest in this altered digestive tract that we have. So it's kind of a fun exercise of being creative and proactive on my behalf as a pancreatic cancer survivor, thriver, but also that any of these recipes I might be able to share with fellow survivors around the world, and even people that just want to eat healthy. Everything that's on the anti-cancer diet is, of course, very good for regular people with no digestive problems that want to eat healthier. So these little guys are looking pretty good. I want to continue to brown them at a higher temperature so that they hold their shape once they hit the soup. So I send my love and blessings to people around the world that are challenged in their food, want to eat healthier, and I hope this gives you some ideas, and I'll make part 2 when I actually put this together as a soup on Friday. Okay, thanks for joining me.